Okay, so this morning I get up and I start checking email just like I do every day. But every account I logged into, bam, new disclosures. Now, they aren't real complete. You'll have to go read the policy in its entirety if you want to know what's actually in it. But even the snapshot disclosed as I tried to get to my accounts tell me what I and everyone else already knows. If you want to use a free service, Yahoo email, Google products, really anything at all, they're watching you. Now, I'm not going to lie. I watched Mark Zuckerberg as he got reamed by Congress, and I've read the same news stories that everyone else read, and no, I'm not thrilled by some of what I'm hearing, but I'm also not going to pretend to be all shocked by the so-called new details emerging either. I mean, seriously, did anyone else watch as those congressmen and senators gave their little speeches and asked questions that everyone over the age of 20 already knew the answer to, and in some cases wanted so badly to score their particular points, they asked a question and wanted to talk over Zuckerberg as he tried to answer? I'm not going to lie. I walked away when I heard, "Answer the question." Zuckerberg tries. "I'm moving on. I don't have time." Zuckerberg tries again. "No, I said answer the question. I don't have time for an explanation." WTF? That just proves why nothing ever gets done in Washington. I mean, you have to look at half of those so-called representatives and be thankful they aren't part of your family. Just imagine, "Why did you get such a low grade in such and such?" "Well, see, I had trouble." "No, answer the question." "Well, I'm trying to explain if you just listen for a minute." "I don't have time for your explanations. I just want to blow through my questions for the video and I only have 5 minutes." "But Mom, I'm having trouble and I just want to explain." "I don't care. I'm moving on." Can you imagine living a life like that? Take out grade and add almost anything else that applies and think how frustrated of a human you would be. Okay, anyway, lost myself in a tangent. Long story short, we need better elected officials who want to actually listen, learn, and fix the problem, not a bunch of crazies. But since that doesn't seem likely to happen, the tech companies have us covered. It seems that in anticipation of user dissatisfaction, all the free internet places are going to redisclose all the gnarly details about what everyone else already knows. They're watching you. They have always watched you. They will always be watching you. Now click I accept. That was pretty much the sum total of every disclosure I got, and guess what? You and I will both click accept. Why? Well, because we like free stuff and don't want to give it up, right? No, I'm not judging. I like free stuff and I admit it. I clicked accept on every single account. I mean, I did skim through the disclosures and would probably have looked at the whole thing, but there were these click links to go read and it was just a lot of work, so I just clicked accept already. I know they're watching, they've always watched, and they always will watch. But really, is that such a big deal? I mean, each one of us knows that everyone watches us. Everyone collects details about us and stores those details in whatever database they have available for use, and they do use them however they can. It's always been this way. I have a small database. It's called my brain. And in my database, I store stuff. Like, take my neighbors. I know all kinds of stuff about my neighbors. The people down the street, they get an awful lot of visits from the sheriff's department. Someone in their house is bad. The guy in the corner, he's a Trump supporter. I mean, everyone saw the yard sign back in 2016. That lets me make all kinds of other assumptions. And the guy around the corner, he quit his job and started his own business. I know this because suddenly about a year and a half ago, he wasn't rushing out the door as the kids were getting on the school bus, and he was home a lot more, and he got a fancy new truck with advertising painted all over it. But I also know things aren't going very well with his new business. He is literally home every single time I drive by, morning, noon, and night. He's looking scruffy and staggers a lot too. Say drinking much? Plus that fancy new truck, he hides it behind his house inside his fenced yard whenever he's home. I wonder if he regrets that bright advertising paint job now. Anyway, enough blasting my neighbor. The point is, people collect details about you. They make assumptions based on those details, and then they apply those assumptions to decide how to interact with you. This has always been the case, and it will always be the case. But human databases are really small compared to, say, the insurance companies. Now, that might seem like a weird transition, but bear with me. The insurance company, they're watching me. I go innocently to my mailbox to collect my mail the other day, and I get this letter. Much to my shock, well, just let me read some choice bits. "Welcome to the Taking Charge of Your Health program. You don't have to do anything to join, and there's no cost to you. You have this program because you're a member, and your medical claims show that you have a chronic health condition. So we matched you to a program that can help me." And I'm all like, what? I don't have a chronic health condition. I went to the doctors and yeah, I'm a little low in B vitamin and he prescribed B12, but other than that, I think I'm good to go. So I read down through the letter and it says, Living with chronic illness can be hard at times, but the good news is there are things you can do like take charge of your health. This booklet can help you get started. So I look in the envelope and lo and behold, I have asthma. My doctor didn't tell me I have asthma. The insurance company deduced it. Deduced it how? I really have no idea. But they probably have details for me going all the way back to when I was a kid. And realistically, their database is much bigger than mine. And so, yeah, the insurance company is watching me. They know more about me than I do. Now, thankfully, its database has fewer details than, say, the tech company. It does have details, but those details are limited, sort of like my details about the neighbors. But let's go back to the tech companies. The tech companies, they know everywhere you go on the internet. But really, why would any of us be surprised or horrified about Facebook, Yahoo, Google, whomever collecting details about us, making assumptions based on those details, and then applying those assumptions to decide how to interact with us? It's been a fact in society since humans banded together in the first place, and it will be a fact well into the future. And each one of us, we really just need to click accept and know that the tech company databases are huge and the details they store about us, infinite. And my final thought, Zuckerberg should have hit Congress like the SNL skit. Those details belong to him. We gave them to him, and there's no take back now. But there is free stuff. Now, I need more details about you. So first, click subscribe, then comment, and include some personal stuff. Then go look at another video about something totally different so I can read my reports and store even more personal details in my personal database and figure out what rant to give you tomorrow based on those details. See you then.